Hey everyone, welcome to Juju's Empathic Lightwork. I hope you guys are enjoying your day, and I hope this message reaches you well. I hope this video reaches you well, and I hope the month of October has been treating you well. But this is the general spread and a general reading for the month of October for the sign of Gemini. I got the sign of Gemini. I got a lot of Geminis in my life. My lovely dog Zena is a Gemini. She's like the love of my life. And then I have my mother, who's also the love of my life, who's also a Gemini. So, and I have a lot of really good friends and like cousins that are Geminis. Like, I love a good Gemini. They got two sides to them like a coin, and they may flip on you on a dime, but it's not. And flip, take it however you want, but don't kill me on the flip, okay? Don't kill me on the flip. But, you know, they do got those twins. They ready. Oh, ready. As I was kind of shuffling your cards and kind of resonating on the energy, I got a lot of water energy and a lot of pentacle energy. Pentacles being earth and material possessions. Cups, water energy being emotional energy, being cups type of related energy. So we'll see what goes on in your spread, but I'm gonna do like a Celtic cross and just try to kill it with that. And I did shuffle the cards several times off camera, but I'll do a couple more times on camera, and then I'll lay your spread down, and then we'll talk about it and get into it. I'm just gonna, kind of cut the deck. And like I said, thanks for liking, subscribing, watching, viewing. I just started this channel, and I really appreciate this. I've been having my gift for a very long time, so I hope I am able to help a lot of people with it. Also, I feel like Geminis have to be talking. It's going to be really strong about bravery. It's going to have to be really strong about just being settled in your power. This is also Libra season, so a lot of relationships, a lot of partnerships, a lot of types of any ships are going to get tested, especially if some things aren't serving you or if some things are serving you, which is good. But if some things aren't serving you, you're going to have to cut it like a rug, or cut it like a Scorpio do. Cut it out, honey. Cut it out. And Scorpio season's right after that stuff. Definitely cut it out. Hello. But I also believe if you really want love, if you're looking for that friends, family, I feel like you're going to find that unity this month. If you're looking for a good work partnership, I think you're going to find that type of energy this month. Alright, Gemini. Alright, Gemini. Alright. Meet you down there. I'm gonna show the cards and kind of I'll do a couple more shuffles, and then I'm gonna spread the cards out. So meet you down there. Alright, Gemini. I'm gonna shuffle these cards a little bit more. And like I said, this is a general reading, so if some things don't resonate with you, it's going to be okay, resonating, I'll try to get you next time. Also though, make sure you're open to the messages, and, if they're bad or good, just keep in mind, all information is good or bad information. It's how you use it. It's how you use that information. Knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. Okay. Spirit is coming to cut the deck. And I cut the deck funkily. That's what I call it, funkily. Thank you, Spirit, ancestors, all that are here today. I appreciate your calls, and I appreciate your messages. Let me give clear messages for the sign of Gemini. And this is a general reading for the sign of Gemini. Gemini, y'all.
just gonna be the Celtic cross what I'm using. So at the bottom of the deck, first of all, at the bottom of the deck, we have Justice in reverse. So that's Major Arcana, Justice in reverse. Justice is the sign of Libra, actually, which is very funny. In the Major Arcana, the sign of Libra. And we are in Libra season, so that's very interesting. So maybe there's an injustice, or maybe there's a type of wronging that needs to come to the forefront, that needs to be talked about and figured out and decided with, and realized. Maybe there's a injustice that you're not being fair to somebody, or someone's not being fair to you. And being fair to you it matters too. I know it's hard to be fair to all parties involved, but sometimes being fair to yourself may be unfair to other people. Also, this card in reverse says that people around you are not being fair to you or to others. You may also find that you are not being fair to others, or even to yourself. You or someone else is giving the favoritism or favoring those with material gain and those in power, rather than those who have compassion to offer. So this is, you trying to find that type of duality of finding that balance. As you can see, there's the good witch. There's the good witch and the bad witch. There's the good witch and there's the bad witch and the good queen. And you can see they both are in power, but which one's really got the justice involved? Which one's really been injustice or in wronged or done wrong to? Alright. So we got 1, 2. So this first card is a signifier. That is the first position. Second position, we have you. Third position, we have what's crossing you. Fourth position we have is your foundation. Fifth position that we have is your lovely past. Let it be distant past or just present past. This is your present. This is your future. This is who you are in the situation, or yourself in the month of October. This is your environment, and this is the hopes and fears, and this is the outcome of all of this month, So as we're gonna just let the Major Arcana Justice kind of sit right here in the corner, and we're gonna get into your spread. Okay, the first card we have is the signifier, or some significant energy you can kind of pay attention to in the month of October. Oh, we have the Queen of Cups in reverse. It's very interesting. I was shuffling your deck several times, and I saw the Queen of Cups come out in reverse a couple times, and I was just like, let me not put it on there. If it comes out again, or if it comes out in the spread, I'll talk about it. And it's coming out in the spread, y'all. This is the sign of Cancer, or any water sign. Let it be Pisces or Scorpio. Female or feminine energy. Let it be, you could still be dealing with a male, but they have emotional or feminine, softer sides, or emotional energy that you're not usually dealing with. The Queen of Cups on the upright is really good. She's a sweet, very passionate, very emotional queen, very loving queen. In reverse, she's the opposite. She's a little bit harder. She's a little bit colder. She's a little bit more selfish, a little bit more manipulative. She tends to, lose herself in her emotions, because she dives so deep in the emotion, which is not bad. At times it's not bad, but when it starts affecting your relationships, yeah, I guess that's when it gets bad. And the significance in this relationship could be that the Queen of Cups is an intuitive, motherly bearing queen and is the queen of the moon, the planet of reflection and intuition. Also, she embodies the archetype of Cancer. Cancer rules home and family life. This person devotes unconditional love, perceptive regarding the emotions, well-being of people they love and care about. Age, race, and religion are no issue. They see the aura and feelings of people and they know them. The ability to feel people carry in their hearts can sense their frequency for their emotions. On the negative side, though, this may be a person who does not heed their feelings or causing them to become defensive. In turn, this leads to fights, verbal abuse. They can have bad habit of correcting people for the sake of belittling them, and when they are too emotional, they can become overbearing by inflicting nasty and offensive body language. Also, in the situation in reverse, this causes you to listen to your heart. Do not lash out at someone without thinking twice. This will only cause you to get in trouble more. Get in tune with your feelings and trust that the right time for you to defend what matters to you without creating a huge fuss is over. So maybe also this could be that emotional manipulative sign. This could be you also being manipulative or emotional as well. Or, that person just not caring about your feelings and only caring about their feelings. Being emotionally selfish, being abusive, talking down to you and just talking crap to you all the time. And then you're like, what? You want to talk what? You want to talk what, girl? Don't make me reach out and touch you, girl. Don't make me reach out and touch you because you want to talk crap to me. That's crazy. So this is you in the situation of the month of in the month of October. This is you in the situation. Strength, honey, strength. That is also the sign of Leo. So usually it's a lion, but Miss Kali, she had to have a tiger, honey, a Bengal tiger to tame. And strength is about taming yourself and also taming your confidence and finding that strength and confidence within you. And that strength and confidence is, girl, it can get you through anything. Boy, girl, whoever's watching this video, it can get you through anything, honey. And when it does, it gives you fortitude. It gives you a power that gives you force to do what needs to be willed and do what your desires are mean too. Okay. And literally it could be just the fact that you fear and dread something, and don't you? Tell me what it is and that you're afraid of, and I will teach you to gain strength over your fears. So this is about also being afraid of something and finding that courage, honey, to find that strength. This represents the fact that you are a strong person. Your strength to overcome any obstacle, to withstand so much what life throws at you. You are entitled to use mental, physical, spiritual, and emotional force at any time that you please. Never withhold your strength and force, and never consider yourself weak, because weakness is only a state of mind. Fortitude is at your dispense and at your disposition. So find the strength to fortify yourself and fortify the person you are, and that is you in that is you in the month of October, which is really good. That is, to see that strength and energy. I feel like you are being strong in anything that you're doing this month of October. What's crossing you? We have the Ace of Cups, or the One of Cups. The Ace of Cups is an emotional offer, so this could be the fondness also, or the likeness of something new. So you may be dating, or this could be an emotional attachment to work, or to to a institution, to your friends, to your family, to a partner. This is also a new type of just connection, a new type of emotional energy. Cups are about emotions, they're about some type of emotion. I'm advising you that if you've ever loved before, then you have a heart. If you've never loved before, acquire a heart. As you can see, this dragon fairy really wants a heart. She looks for it, she needs it, and she looks so royal and beautiful because she knows that love is sacred and the energy of love is true. This dragon fairy protects this lovely heart with her dragon pet to show that love is valuable no matter what stage it is in. In a reading, this card represents the start of or development of an emotional journey or connection, a new freshness that starts in happening in your romantic life, a deep love for someone else, but it being romantic, let it be romantic, brotherly, or parental, with the developed in a profound manner. You may engage or commit to something because you feel it is right to do so. You will learn what is like to have sentimental values and will learn how to love yourself, which is really good. That's really sweet that you know how to love yourself and that you have that self-love that you're finding, and that's what's crossing you. So I feel like that crossing you is not a bad thing. It's actually just something that you'll be dealing with in this month of October, which I already said that this Venus is going to be in retrograde, so also your relationships may get tested. This is the month of Libra too, and Libra is ruled by Venus, and Venus is about relationships, love, companionships, any type of ships. And it's very interesting to see that that's crossing you. So, as being a Gemini, you may be thinking very, very much in your head, and I love a good air sign, but they're big thinkers. So, when they feel something, it takes them a minute to process logically how to express that emotion, and that's what I feel. The next card that I have is your foundation. This is the the 10 of Cups in reverse, y'all. In upright, it's just contentment. You know what I mean? It is being content. It is being happy. It's having everything that you want, sorta, or having everything you want emotionally, and that's what you feel like you have everything that you want. But that's in your foundation, and it's in reverse. And so I feel like you may be dealing with the fact that your emotions, or maybe you've dealt with a relationship that is just on the rocks, or is close to breaking up, or you're trying to hold on to a relationship, or there's a relationship trying to be held on to. Mind you, this is a general reading, so it doesn't have to be about love relationships. It could be about work relationships. It could be about your friends' relationships. It could be about hanging out with your siblings. It could be about dealing with your parents. It's that emotional contentment of what are you content with, and what is not working for you. In reverse, this card implies that you are not feeling emotionally satisfied. You don't need anything per se, but you'll have it anyway without asking. Also, you don't have any regards or feelings for anyone but yourself. So this also shows selfishness. So, in the upright, it's about being permanent, everlasting, happy endings in all different kinds of ways, emotional completion. You feel content in all around you, and that's what you project. Savor the present moment when it's in the upright. So when it's in reverse, it's showing me that maybe you've been selfish in love lately. Maybe in your foundation, maybe your relationships have been a little bit more selfish or a little bit harder to deal with, and haven't been satisfying you just as much as it hasn't been satisfying the other person either, or satisfying any other party involved, or maybe the other parties involved are so satisfied that that's not enough for you and you're not content with that. The next card we have is your past, and that could be the distant past, or that could be the present past, we have the Two of Wands, decisions, honey. This is about, two doors being open, or two ways, or two possibilities, or I'm hearing 222. Don't know why I hear that, but I'm also feeling that the Two of Wands is about passionate energy. This is about fiery energy. So maybe you're also weighing out your options and weighing out what satisfies you, and that's in your past. So in your distant or present past, you were making decisions. You're making decisions on what's good or what's right for you. And Wands energy is fire. That's passionate, literal fire energy. And to get that is just showing me that maybe you have some passion that you haven't been secreting, or you haven't been letting out. Also, in the upright, this card represents a stage of facing time of completion or indecision. You may be facing several decisions that have seemed to have outcomes that are too good to be true, and that seem unrealistic to just pick one. You must understand that nobody can make decisions for you. Time will be running out, so you will have to think through your options without hesitations. So this is also about clear-cut movement. Passionate wands are about action. They're more about movement. They're gonna do what needs to be done, and that type of fiery energy is what makes you have to make these decisions. So maybe in the past you had to make a decision on an emotional offer, or some type of emotional offer that wasn't satisfying you, or maybe you were dealing with a relationship that wasn't satisfying you, and you had to make the decision to either let it go or go with a different decision. So that was your past. So we go into your present. As we go into your present, we have the Page of Pentacles. This is Earth energy. This is the Taurus, Capricorn, or a Virgo. Court cards are all about people. So when court cards come into your spread, I feel like there's this earth sign that you have to deal with, or this earth sign that you have been dealing with. And in the upright, it's about reliability. And this was in the reverse, and that was in your present. So this could be an unreliable partner. This could be a unreliable companion of some sort that just didn't work out for you well. Or just a energy that's unreliable. The Page of Pentacles can also be a person who is stubborn and unreliable. You may never see a favor or a donation out of goodwill. They are stingy and will make any lame excuse not to share what they have with you or anyone else. They are hard-headed and they do things when they like it. They are known for procrastination heavily. Also, in any situation, the Page of Pentacles is about anyone who is avoiding people or situations that will limit or slow you down, or try not to feel envy for others who are more successful than you. This will do you more harm than good. So this is also about anybody who you've been looking out at. Anybody you've been kind of envious of. Anyone who has been envious of your life or anything that you have going on. Kind of watch out for those people. I feel like you have to deal with some type of energy of a person just trying to come for you. And this could be in work or any type of material possession. So let it be physical, mental, emotional, or let it be home, work, family, or friends. This is about something's not working out, and someone's being a stubborn person, someone's being unreliable, someone's being you can't depend on them. And that's what was in your present. And that being your present, I feel like I just want to, that being in your present, the Two of Wands, you may have had to make a choice on an earth sign, or maybe you've had to make a choice, since the signifier was the Queen of Cups, between an earth sign and a water sign. and both of these court cards were upside down. So these people you may be having real indecisions with, and that's in your present. So that could be your like recent present or your present right now. Now this is going into your future and going either a little bit into the future month of October or even November, or whenever these messages resonate with you. I know that it's hard to kind of get an elephant's memory and try to keep all these messages inside your head, but the future holds a message itself. Look at that, 8 of Wands, a message itself. So this is messages coming in. This is your wands coming in. This is energy of some type of passionate, fiery energy. In the upright, this is one or several messages that are on their way. Messages that may come consecutively or separate times, and may be from someone unknown or from familiar people. It may be good news that you're waiting for, or bad news that you will have to pay attention to. Whether you like it or not, this card denotes rapid and swift movements. Things will start to pick up in a pace rather quickly, honey. Rather quickly. So something's picking up in the future. You must be getting messages on the DM. Somebody getting messages on the DM. No shade. Don't let your DMs be so DM'd. If you a couple Gemini, maybe you get messages from your partner and they trying to reawaken this lost love or this lost companionship that I'm feeling. You know what I mean? And they know that you've made decisions, and that's why in your foundation you got this unsatisfied energy, because you're making decisions in the past and you were like, okay, well, I don't know if I'm going to deal with this. Let me try to stick it out a little bit more. And then you see that the person's still unreliable and still just not there. And you're like, oh, okay, well, maybe that's not going to work for me. And then that's the present. And then the future's like, okay, well, messages are hitting up. Oh, let me take some of these offers. Let me see what's going on over here. Let me kind of move to the left, move to the right, move to the left, move to the right, make moves. And that's in your future. Now we're gonna go to yourself in the month of October, y'all, and that is the Ace of Wands, or the One of Wands. And the One of Wands talks about energy. It talks about a passion. It talks about connectivity. It talks about anyone who's sexually active out there. It's sex, honey. It talks about open sex, or some type of new sexual energy as well, honey. So this is PG rated for those girls who don't know what SEX means, but those girls who do, hunty. This energy could be used for anything. This energy also represents the initiate of something spiritual. A surge of energy is running inside of you, and anything you put your soul into will build itself and unfold in front of you. You may also want to inspire someone who appears to have lost their inspiration. If you feel inspired to do something, employ it to the max and don't look back, because your energy will help manifest and develop anything you desire. This is that heat card. This is that power card, and it's very interesting. We're in the month of October, and I see like all these Halloween pumpkins and dragons and cute little. I didn't even realize this deck was so type of Halloweeny, and that's very interesting. And that's yourself in this energy, and yourself in this spread. So maybe you had passionate energy of the Leo. Leo is a fire sign. That's that fiery, hot, passionate energy of you being in the beginning, and at the tail end or in the middle, you got yourself being still passionate and have a lot of powerful energy, and that's very interesting to see. And then the next card we have is your environment. We have your environment, the paranormal in reverse. Ooh, honey, the paranormal in reverse. Maybe you've been getting visited by spirits. Maybe you've been having deja vu. Maybe you've been having like that fucking good. Ooh, I just got chills, honey. I just say, ooh, and I just got chills. Ooh, there it is again. And this was in the reverse. So maybe you having a mundane life. As, you know, maybe something mundane is going on and it's just boring the shit out of you. Also in reverse, this implies that you are meddling too much in a particular area that should be left alone. You may find yourself poking around in someone else's business, or somebody is meddling too much in your personal affairs. Either way, it has to stop, honey. It has to stop. So this is also about, you know, not just, you know, in the upright, it's about a psychic phenomenon or you know, some type of energy of that. But in the reverse, it's about a mundane, meddling energy. It's about, you know, maybe somebody need to mind their business. You know, somebody need to mind their business. You know, mind your business, honey. But, you know, for some signs, you know, I don't mind, you know, I ain't gonna lie, I'm a nosy Betty. You know, I get that from my mama. Ooh, my mama a Gemini. Ooh, Lord. Didn't even think. But, like I said, sometimes meddling is what happens. You know what I mean? But you need to stop meddling. People need to stop meddling in your life. You need to stop meddling in other people's lives, honey. And you need to move on to the next way. Because, you know, that ain't gonna do you no well anyway. But, you know, this is in your environment. So you have people or someone's meddling with your life and trying to mess with you, honey, and just try to deal some bad energy, honey, to you. And you don't need that, honey. You can drop it off the face of the earth. You can drop these people off the face of the earth. You see the little wicked little things? Hey, the little sisters are gone. Go on somewhere. Go on somewhere, child. I don't need you. And, you know, it's very interesting because in the upright, it's about curiosity. So, you know, maybe someone's just a little too curious. Curiosity kills the cat, honey, though. You know, and a cat has 9 lives. So how many lives you got to push your curiosity? I don't know. But I ain't gonna push mine but once in a lifetime. Okay? Once. Maybe twice. Maybe twice. Okay, the 10th card, we're almost at the end of this spread, y'all. The 10th card is the hopes and fears. We have 2 of Pentacles in reverse. This is hopes and fears in reverse. So I'm feeling like you hope for, you know, this flexibility. You hope for balance. You hope for being able to do everything and control everything and be multitasking. But in reality, in the fears part, it may not be working that well. It may not be working out that way, and that sucks. You know, you want to actually trust that you can be flexible, and everybody wants to have that Matrix moment and be able to dodge bullets, but you ain't gonna get it, baby. You know, sometimes we're all human and we can only do so much. So in the reverse, 2 of Pentacles, you know, I feel like is a lot about just y'all just trying to find that material possession, that well-being of earthly energy. Also, this could be financial balance. This could be financial instability. The 2 of Pentacles also implies that you're not being able to handle things sufficiently. You feel as if your life is out of control. Too much is going on for you to handle. You're contemplating too much and you can't come to a decision. Things are falling apart anyway. So even while you're not making those decisions, even while you're balancing too much, or even while you feel like your life is coming out of control, you still way too crazy, running around with your head cut off, having all this crap all over you, having all this stuff looming all over you, and you can't really focus on how to balance, how to get out from underneath this little gravitational pull of yourself and kind of get into a better spot or into a better place of financial or some type of stability of some sort. You know, and you also are contemplating a lot of, you know, maybe big things like relationships. You know, like I said, there's a lot of relationships that are being tested this month. There's a lot of relationships that are being tested these past few months with all these retrogrades going on. And that's hard to deal with. But at your final outcome of the month, we have the Nine of Pentacles. We have the Nine of Pentacles, honey. That's rewards, honey. That's Nine of Pentacles is the outcome of your month. And she looks so beautiful. She still looks a little sad, but she looks so beautiful. That monarch fairy. Excuse me, I have the hiccup. Okay, hopefully I can scare the crap out of myself. Ha! Ha! Okay, no, I just scared the dogs instead. It's alright, it's alright, it's alright. Oh, I scared myself too. Look at that. Look at that. Butterfly fairy, I done did it. Okay, final outcome that we have is the Nine of Pentacles, y'all. The Nine of Pentacles. So Geminis, I see that this card represents achievement. This, of all good things, you have created a higher standing for yourself. Your projects will turn into completions, and what you've worked for will be a gateway to abundance. You've handled many bothersome situations all by yourself. What you've envisioned has come to you. You've gotten to where you want to be. You must trust and believe in yourself. Keep in mind that you have achieved much success, but there is still more ahead. And on the journey of the tarot, nines are almost to completion. 9 is about going to that 10 spot and finding that completion and being in that abundant happiness. And it's nice to see that in your future outcome, or in your outcome overall, is that rewards and abundant happiness, which is good to have. Okay, y'all. Okay, so I really like this energy that's coming through. Y'all all had all types of energies. The only energy I did not see is swords. I saw no communication whatsoever. So I saw a lot of passion. I saw a lot of actions. I saw a little emotion, and a lot of courage and strength. So I see a lot of pentacles. So I feel like you got whoever's out there dealing with earth signs. If you're dealing with an earth sign, maybe it's being hard for you, Geminis, and you're just trying to find that strength, and it just hasn't gotten there yet, but you will find that strength. I feel like you will. I feel like you're about to really gain the energy that needs to be done. So I'm just gonna clarify a few cards. I just want to clarify actually this queen. We're gonna clarify this queen with the dream of the Tarot of Dreams by Chiarto Marcharti. Spirits, ancestors, all ascending masters, if you can give me one card for this Queen of Cups. Who is this Queen of Cups, or what is this Queen of Cups doing here? Why is she in the reverse? And why is she a signifier? If you could just tell me, Spirit, just give me one card, please. Ooh, two cards came out. Ooh. Hold on. So many cards came out. Hold on. 3 cards came out. Here we go. I got the 6 of Cups. So nostalgia, emotional energy, looking through rose-colored glasses with this Queen of Cups. Oh, we got the 8 of Wands again. You got the 8 of Wands in your future. You had the 8 of Wands. So it's very interesting. The 8 of Wands must be some type of offer or some type of message that you're trying to get out of this Cups. But I also got the Strength in reverse. So maybe this Queen of Cups, or maybe this water sign energy is not strong enough. Maybe they don't have the strength like you have the strength. You have the strength. As you can see, you have the strength, and that is you in your spread. But this Queen of Cups don't have the strength. They're in reverse. They have messages. They have nostalgia, rose-colored glasses, but you don't have no realness. I don't feel that realness of the strength or any of that. So I just want a strength card for you. I just want to get a couple, just like one card for that. Spirit. If you spit out a couple more cards, I understand, but I just want one card, Spirit, just for the Strength card, just for the sign of Gemini. I want to know why they're the Strength card in their own spread, which, of course, I know Geminis are very strong creatures, very strong beings, and I love a good Gemini because my mama a Gemini. That's the bombest woman I know. One of the bombest women I know. And I know a lot of women, and I know a lot of bomb women, but my mom's like literally at the top of bomb women, like, and she a Gemini. Hello. May 29th, Memorial Day. Killing it. Come on, Spirit. Oop. Spirit don't want to give me. She don't want to give me one card, y'all. She want to give me 3 cards, y'all. Okay, for the Strength card, we have 3 of Coins. This is a trade. This is you working and focusing on work. That's Capricorn energy. We have Earth energy right there. Ooh, we have Lovers in reverse. So maybe you have to make decisions. Maybe there's a love that you haven't made decisions on, or maybe you haven't, or maybe there's a decision that you haven't made, or maybe there's a relationship just not working for you. Ooh. 3 of Cups, and maybe that's turning you down, and maybe you can't party like you want to in the 3 of Cups happy fashion. Instead, you got this negative ass fashion, which is funny because as I was shuffling the deck before turning on this film, look at this. That was definitely, the 3 of Cups was definitely like in the deck, but I was like, let me just not even focus on that, and I just kept shuffling. How you doing? And for the Strength card though, I feel like you have to be strong to kind of deal with the Lovers, to kind of deal with the partying and non-partying, to deal with working hard. So maybe you're working hard and playing hard, or maybe you're working hard with the 3 of Coins, but you ain't playing hard with the 3 of Cups in reverse, and that's making your love life kind of suck. And this is the sign of Gemini itself, so that's crazy. This is your card in Major Arcana, and that's you representing you. So maybe you need to get to you a little bit better. Maybe you need to find the strength in yourself to turn this Lovers upside right, and to find the love that you need, and to find yourself at the best person that you are, and find the best person that you can be with your own energy. With your own energy, you can find that, but you have to be a strong person. You got to keep the strength that's in you to find yourself and put yourself back right. Put yourself back right. You know what I mean? Get that stuff. Get right. You know what I mean? Okay. And then for the Page of Pentacles, we got 2 more that I'm just going to clarify. The Page of Pentacles. You got the Page of Pentacles. I just need 1 card, Swear, or however many cards you want to give me, because obviously you don't want to listen to me say 1 card. You just want to give out how many other cards you want to give out, which is very interesting. I think it's very interesting of you to do so. Thank you, Spirit. I just need 1 card for the Page of Pentacles. Why is the Page of Pentacles in the present position? Why is the Page of Pentacles even in the present energy when we have Gemini? You know what I mean? Like, we have the Gemini of the air energy. This is opposite energy. And opposites do attract at times, y'all, but maybe this ain't that time. maybe this ain't that time. You know what I mean? I just don't see it. I don't see it like y'all see it. Maybe y'all see something I don't see. Maybe you see something I don't see, but right now with these cards, I see a lot of Ooh! She falling out. Oh, girl. Okay, so she was in the reverse. Page of Wands in the reverse. So maybe this is also another person. So this could be a message of a fire sign. So you got an earth sign and a fire sign. So maybe you've had to make decisions in the past over fire and earth and a water sign, and you just... You don't know if you chose right with the right person. And that being said, in reverse, this is a non-passionate offer, or a passionate offer that's been blocked, or has been rejected, or has been, denied. Pages also about learning. So maybe these 2 people are trying to learn. We're trying to learn you at a time, or at one time or a day, and you just didn't see it coming through, so it didn't work out for you. But in the future, it says that there's messages. So maybe these people that you've been having to deal with or juggle will kind of give you the clarity that you need by over time. You know what I mean? And maybe that's why you're unsatisfied or dissatisfied, because you don't know if you made the right decision or not. And you know, I love my mama's death, but sometimes she hates making decisions. And I hate making decisions. As an air sign, in the Libra, I hate making decisions, but I still do it anyway. And then when I do make the decision, I hope that I did the right thing. Girl, I don't know. It don't work out that way. You know what I mean? That's real talk. That's all I can say. Okay, for the paranormal card in the reverse, I need just one card, Spirit, if you can give me for the paranormal card in reverse. The reason I'm doing that is because the tarot decks are separated in the 78 cards. 22 are major arcana, 56 are minor arcana, and if your deck is special, it may have some special cards with you. And my Beautiful Creatures deck do have special cards with them. And those special cards are the paranormal and the one. And you got one of them, the paranormal. So I just want to know what other energies could there be, you know, Spirit. If you can give me one card for the card of paranormal, then this is in your environment. So in your environment, maybe there is maybe there's some curiosity. Maybe there's people meddling because they know that you like something, or that you like somebody, or someone likes you, and you're trying to juggle, trying to figure out which partner, which is the good thing, or which is the good thing, or what is the right partner. And then you don't want anybody kind of meddling in that because that's not what you want. Woo! Chariot in reverse. Woo! 3 of Swords in reverse. So this is sadness. You know, this is also the sign of Libra. So you may have some air in your other Libra in your chart, or there's a Libra in your mix. And this came in the upright. You know, so maybe this is that sadness of losing something, or a lost communication, or a communication that hasn't came out, which is interesting because this is the first air sign and the first sword card that has come out in the whole spread, and that's clarifying that the curiosity. And you know, the curiosity in reverse talked about meddling and talking stuff and being just being out there, girl. And then in the reverse you had the Chariot. So maybe there's reverse victory. Maybe there's been a battle that you lost, and maybe your curiosity did kill that cat, and you couldn't move somewhere, or maybe you couldn't move on somewhere, or maybe you couldn't take the actions that you wanted to take and take things by the reins, and that made you curious and made you start meddling and messing with others because you just didn't feel right and already, you know what I mean? You had all this energy already. And the Swords is talking about communication. It's talking about speaking and dealing with people. And also this Swords talks about heartbreak, disappointment, suffering result when a person or a thing or a situation acts accordingly into their own nature than how we expect or desire them to act, or it to act. Projecting our own desires and assumptions onto others results in pain and resentment when we discover that the world doesn't always work the way we want it to do. So, baby, sometimes, Burger King, you can't always have your way. I'm sorry, Burger King, you can't always have your way. And even though you want it, you can't always have it your way. And that's probably what halted your movements. That's probably what halted your victories, because the Chariot card is about victories. It's about moving forward. In the upright, it's about landing that victory, landing that power. It's also the sign of Cancer. Major Arcana is Cancer. So you got Major Arcana answering your special card. So I feel like that's very interesting. Okay, hunty. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the 8 of Swords. So this is someone being in a mental prison, y'all. A mental prison. I see that my extra deck wanted to say something about the communication in y'all's life. Maybe y'all going through a lot of mental problems of anxiety and not feeling like something's not right. Maybe you're feeling trapped. Maybe you're feeling like you want something to go one way and it just didn't go that way, and it's making you feel imbalanced. It's making you feel really trapped. You know what I mean? It's also interesting because once again, this is your energy. This is the sign of Gemini. This is your energy feeling entrapped. So I'm just going to read a little bit more about this in the book. Also, this is about restricted by one's own assumptions, biases, and prejudices. The mind has been too active, Jupiter, and has woven a complicated web, Gemini, which now imprisons it, or imprisons thee. So, Geminis are very smart, very incredible creatures, but sometimes they think so much that they are inside their head, and they're inside their brain, and they just can't seem to get out of that place. So I'm just going to pull out my wand of resonance. Hunties. My wand of resonance. Now, my wand of resonance kind of tells me that you've had in your present life right now, in the month of October, in the month of November, or in this past month, you've been dealing with offers or messages from other signs like Leo's, Aries, Sagittarius, or Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You've been dealing with these messages, or you've been waiting for messages from these people, or waiting for these type of people to learn you and try to get to know you to a point where you can get the right message, the message of, oh yes, I really like you, or the message that, oh yes, I think we should do something about this, or oh yes, let's move to the next level. You know what I mean? Also, it shows that there's been a lot of meddling, or you've been doing a lot of meddling, or there's a lot of meddling going on in your life, and there's a lack of justice, there's a lack of equality inside your life, and that you have to find that balance. You know what I mean? It seems like you guys are really working hard and really focused on your work, and that's really good. But that love, that emotional affairs, the passionate affairs, the mental affairs, those are all real things too. You can't just focus on the material possessions of the pentacles. You also have to focus on the emotional energy of the cups, the passionate energy of the wands, and the communicative and mental energy of the swords, and just try to use that and manifest all the energy and all the things that you really can, because my wand is telling me that you have offers that you have on the table, and you should really either figure out if you want those offers or you don't. Be in your energy and really feel your energy, and allow spirit to take you to where your heart's desires. I know that this is a general reading, so use it however you apply. Anything else? I don't think I got anything else. Nope, I have nothing else. So, that is your reading for Gemini. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the reading. If you'd like a personal reading, hit me up at empathic.litewerk@gmail.com. Thank you so much, you guys, for watching, liking, subscribing, share with your friends, and have a great day. Namaste.